Hey guys, this is Mark with All American Health, non-emergency medical transportation company based out of the state of Florida. Today I want to talk with you guys about your sales process and what comes with your sales process with your non-emergency medical transportation company. I know a lot of the old guard, they preach and they talk about you got to have company material, rack cards, business cards. And that's true to a certain extent. You do. But you guys, I'm a big believer in just making sure that your company is structured online properly and really just building a funnel that brings in clients without you really having to make any real effort getting out in front of people. And my philosophy for this has come from, what I experienced during 2020. During 2020, my company went through a really tough time. Not necessarily because, we went out of business or anything, but we had that fear that we might go out of business. And, I know for a fact if I had not made certain decisions, we probably would have went out of business. But what I found inside of fighting to stay in business, fighting to keep my company afloat, is a lot of those old ways went away. You couldn't go into a rehab center and advertise your services. No one wanted you in there. They didn't want you to park in the driveway, in the parking lot. They didn't want you pulling up at anything. So as a result, you were stuck if you were dealing with the old way of doing things and selling your services. Here's the catch. That old way was gone, but there was already a new way sitting right in your lap if you were already set up properly. And I figured that out because my social media was pointing the right direction. It wasn't 100% optimized as well as it could be, but it was pointing the right direction. And so we started getting calls from rehab centers that we had never done business with, that we had dropped off company material to, but we had never done business with. And the calls started to increase so rapidly because, of course, everything was shut down. People were told to stay home. But these individuals still needed services. They still needed to go to dialysis. They still needed to go to the ER. They still needed to go to, see doctors and medical facilities. And a lot of nurses, a lot of nursing facilities, a lot of hospitals were desperate to find providers to help them with that service. And as a result, our number was called a lot more often than it had been prior to things shutting down. Now, granted, we didn't need a bunch of phone calls before things shut down because we were pretty busy. One of the big things you got to remember is you never want to overextend yourself in this industry. You never want to make the news for leaving somebody for 4 hours waiting on a pickup. That client will never call you back. That facility will never contact you back. They will find someone else to do their transportation services. So you never want to overextend yourself, but you do want to stay busy. So for me, providing transportation services, it was always, look, you wanna have a full plate, but you don't want stuff dripping and falling over your plate unless you're ready to take on that and allow someone else to roll into those services. And you never want to burn out your partners, or in a lot of your cases, you don't want to burn out your employees, your contractors, your staff. So you always want them to feel like, hey, you know what, I'm making good money, things are going well, and they're not out here trying to kill me. That burnout is a real thing, and you'll lose good drivers because you're just giving them too much work. So you want to keep stuff like that in mind. So what I found in 2020 was, if my social media on point, I'm gonna always get phone calls, no matter what's going on. When everything was shut down, We stayed with phone calls. The phone was ringing off the hook. Hell, the phone rings off the hook now. We have to turn down work. And I'm not saying that to brag, because that could be the same situation you guys find yourself in. You can literally start bringing in more clients when your Google profile is set up properly. You have a Facebook presence, your Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. Y'all still sleeping on Pinterest. For those of you that have consulted with me, congratulations. You understand why I love Pinterest. The ebook that I'm coming out with, it'll explain why Pinterest is so important for you guys, and how to properly optimize and take advantage of Pinterest. A lot of you guys are watching the videos, but you're not calling in, setting up a discovery call. You're not doing, a consultation. And you're still setting this, you're paying attention to the information, but you're still setting it up wrong. You got to stop that, okay? The information I give you in a 1-hour session, trust me, it's far more valuable than the amount that you're paying. And I really shouldn't have to sell you on that, because if you're taking the free information I'm giving you and you're making money, that should tell you everything you need to know. What you need to do is you need to set up a call and have clearly defined questions. Another thing that I'm finding in a lot of my consultation calls is I give you guys too much information. Because by minute 30, I'm asking, ask me questions. What do you want to know? And you don't have anything to say, because a lot of you are coming from that old guard, that old traditional, boots on the ground, get in front of people and talk with them. And in this day and age, even in 2022, nobody want to talk to you anymore. They want to find you for themselves. We've become an antisocial society. People used to love when somebody came in and sat down and wanted to have a conversation. They had coffee, some water for you, some cookies or something. Don't nobody want to do that no more. They want you in and they want to get you out. Period. Even if you've had all your vaccinations and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. I know the algorithm doesn't like you saying that word, but people don't want to interact with you. They want to search for you, find you, book you. You provide the service and send you on your way. That's it. They don't want to, all that extra is a waste of time. And you need to be set up in a position like that. That's why, like, somebody asked me, they made a comment. It was like, well, why are your videos so short? I don't need to talk to you for an hour. I don't want to talk to you for an hour, first of all. Like, if I'm not getting paid for it, I don't want to talk to you for an hour. But I don't need to, the information I'm giving you, it doesn't take an hour workshop to do. I know the algorithm likes it. It keeps you on here longer. It keeps you paying attention, even if you chop it up. But I mean, I'm not really on here to sit here and turn into a YouTube star. I'm surprised at the number of subscribers that I have now. You can't tell, because a lot of y'all watch a video and then move on. So, I'm not here to sit here and talk to you all day long about something to me that's very simple. And maybe that might be the problem. I'm not thoroughly explaining it to you enough. But guys, all of you have social media. Instead of using your social media for yourself, use the same practices you using on yourself to use it with your social media for your business. If you like to take pictures outside, take pictures of your vehicles. You're at beautiful facilities. New facilities are going up day in and day out all over the place. We just started providing services to a new facility. The facility not even done yet. They still painting. You can smell the paint on the walls. And they already have people there accepting people. Beautiful facility. So you know what I did. Y'all know what I did. I took pictures of that facility all over the place. Everywhere I could find, I took a picture. And I'm going to post those pictures and show them off and have them available, because I want people to know what I do for a living. And as a result of them seeing what I do for a living, guess what they're going to do? They're going to use my services or suggest my services to someone else that may be in need of my services. They don't take an entire hour to break down and explain to you. I'm stretching just to explain that to you for 10 minutes, because to me, it seems so simple. It's a basic idea. People like to see before they purchase. So if they see the service that you're providing, it's easy for them to purchase. All right, we passed minute 10. I'm sweating. I'm hot. I need a water break. Where's my Gatorade? Hopefully this has been helpful, guys. You take care.